So somebody tagged me to this video where a certain pastor was saying that his car broke down and they wanted to repair it, and they billed him 2 million naira, about $1,500, to replace a certain part. He said, no, don't replace it. Bring me oil, olive oil. When they gave him olive oil, he sprinkled it on the engine and said, start in Jesus' name. The engine started. He said another time it happened, his car broke down. He said, bring olive oil. They brought it, he sprinkled it, and the car started. And people in the congregation were clapping. I'm sorry, you can't use olive oil to start a car, brother. Number one, as I always say, the story has no evidence. In this day and time of video cameras, some of these pastors move with camera crews, policemen, armed military, in entourage. Where is the video? No evidence. 99% of the stories that you heard from your pastor, no evidence. So how go take believe you? Who will go ask? Let me put it in Nigerian lingo. Who are we going to ask to verify that the story first happened? All the miracles are fake. Miracles, no, they work like that. That's number one. Number two, if you try this, you are putting your life in risk, and especially the life of your family, for those of you that drive with your family. Imagine if your car is giving you problem, it means there is a problem, there is a danger. Most cars have been built now that before the car will break down, it has already started warning you on your dashboard. For your own life, make sure there is no warning on your dashboard. If you have one of these modern cars, if the oil is going down in the car, make sure you change the oil of the car. You know, if the coolant is going down, it will indicate, you make sure you change the coolant. If one of the tires is going down, it will show you that this your back tire has an issue. You make sure you change it or you pump it. Or why are they putting all these things? They are putting all these things to make cars safer. Now your car is telling you that there's a problem within the engine. You go and bring olive oil and sprinkle. Africa. When are we going to have sense in this continent? If you try it, you die. All these sudden accidents, I'm telling you, most of the accidents that happen, the car has been warning people. One day, a driver was driving a car, a bus, and I was in front of it. This was years ago, I would say 15 years ago. And we were getting to a turn, right? As we were approaching, the steering of the vehicle separated from the vehicle. The driver was like, the steering is out, and we are heading down this turn. It was an expressway, so double lane cars were coming like this. We were heading down like this. Bro, I would have been dead. There would have been no Dave Partner YouTube channel or TikTok account. What happened was that the driver told me to open the pigeonhole. I opened. We were carrying a lot of people in the vehicle. I was just in front. I opened it. He brought screwdriver and put that place where the steering is supposed to fit. He put it there and used it to turn the vehicle. Oh, God of mercy. But growing up, I used to think I was lucky. Oh, God saved our life today. But growing up, I can now think clearly. This vehicle has been giving this man problem. The steering did not just remove that day. It has been moving out. Always having issues. And the man is ignoring it. Now imagine one day it's going to move out and the car trips over the bridge and enters inside water. People will say, oh, that's an accident. Not knowing that the car has been complaining. The people, the engineers that built this car, built it such that it is hard for a car to give you a sudden breakdown. Very hard. Extremely hard for a car to suddenly break down. There is always a warning sign. Either you are hearing a sound somewhere and you're ignoring it. One day your tire will move out. Do you understand? If you're driving, and I've always told people, if you're driving and you hear a sound in your car, it's not normal for your car to be making any kind of sound. The way your car, any car built from the year 2000 till now, the way the car is supposed to be moving is, you will not hear, you're not supposed to hear any sound. The car is not supposed to be shaking. Like when you're in traffic, your car is vibrating. It's not supposed to vibrate. If they build that car well, the car will move. So any small thing you're hearing in your car is a sound that something is wrong, and it's a warning that you should go and fix it before it becomes too late. Every now and then you see a car park somebody on the road and the bonnet of the car is open and they are checking the engine. The car has been warning them, but they did not hear. Do you understand? They don't want to fix it. They feel they can manage it. One day it will break down. Sometimes it may affect something else. Like when your car is overheating. One day I was about to travel abroad, so I wanted to start a business. So that week I was going to travel. I went to the market, bought a fine Corolla, and then put somebody on Uber, and then traveled out. Bro, 2 weeks, the car broke down. The engine was dead. What happened? This dude, instead of driving his normal Uber, he will go to another part of town where his wife has a business and use my Corolla to carry his rice, bags of rice. He will load bags of rice inside the car like a pickup and use it to transport his wife's products, bags of rice. In the process, one of the pipe, the AC water coolant pipe broke. And now water coolant is leaking, and now the car is overheating. So when the car overheated at a bridge, instead of him to park the car and look for a remedy, he drove the whole length of the bridge. By the time he was ending up at the other end of the bridge, the engine was dead. 2 weeks. That was how long new car that I bought lasted. I told him to pack it. When I came back, I just took it. They just removed the engine, bought a brand new one, fixed everything. Till today, that car has not broken down again. And this was years ago. So imagine that on that bridge, as the car overheated and stopped, another car, because it's an express, another car hit him on the back. Now he's dead or he's paralyzed. He will say that it's demons. You can't use olive oil. In Africa, we like to spiritualize everything. Why can't olive oil carry you from your destination? So why can't a olive oil drive you from your house to your destination? Why do you have to pour it on if the olive oil has the ability, the power to fix a car, it should be able to carry you itself. You don't need a car. See, in Africa, we are spiritualizing everything until other people from other countries invented all the technology we use now. This car he's sprinkling the olive oil on was invented in another country and built. They constructed it. While we're here waiting with olive oil, so that once they finish construction, we import it and sprinkle olive oil on it. So car repair and maintenance shops is a joke to you. There was one guy that was advising on a car to buy the other day. A young boy like this, he made a lot of money. He wanted to buy a car. He inboxed me, consultation. I advised him on the car based on the money he had. And one thing I told him is that before you buy this car, go and do driver's training. Even if you buy the car today, don't drive it. Go and do driver's training. Many people don't do driver's training. Their friend just teach them how to move forward, back. They don't know the rules of the road. They carry the car straight into the road and they die. I would have shown so many examples of young men in Nigeria dying, crashing, killing other people on the road with their brand new cars. We have many celebrities in Nigeria there was a celebrity that bought a Range Rover, he crashed it. He bought another one, he crashed it. He said that they want to stay his glory. Oh, guy, you did not do driver's training. You don't have a driving license. That's why you don't know how to drive. The first crash, he was trying to revise the car in a compound. He crashed into the wall. Many people don't believe in driver's training and all these things in this country. You have to do it. They have to teach you how to use this machine. A car is a very dangerous machine. As big as it is, it can move really fast. Even something as 20 kilometers per hour, it's very fast. If you hit at that speed, you will feel it. Everything is not by spirituality sprinkling olive oil. He himself is safe. He can do that. And if the car doesn't start, he will pick one of his other 200 cars. You understand? And they move in an entourage. He can't just drive alone. He has 4 or 5 cars in front of him, 4 or 5 cars behind him. Nothing is really going to happen to him. He can't really have an accident. You get? Because before it gets to him, it has happened to 2 or 3 cars in front. How many times have you heard that a rich politician or a rich pastor died in an accident? It's hard because of the entourage. The entourage forms a protection around them. If you try it yourself that you don't have entourage, your car suddenly breaks down. I'm gonna die.